Market euphoria is still going on here. Bitcoin continues to stay above 90,000 right now, 91,350. So this weekend is continued bullish. Theta is at 154, it's up 13%. We have Cardano up 9%. We have XRP up 31%. Stellar Lumens, XLM up 31%. Those two go hand in hand. And we have Polkadot is up 12%. So things are looking really, really good. Let's see if we can find the crypto bubbles here. Take a look and see what's going on here. Okay, so this is over the day. XRP doing solid, H bar doing solid. Again, that story from yesterday really taking hold. Thetas, you see your 17% really starting to jump up a bit. XLM's been a big winner. Quant, we have a few, just a lot. It's a sea of green, not many reds. When you go to the hourly, you'll get a little bit more reds because there's some that are pulled back, some profit taking going on in some of these things here. But overall, really, really good. Litecoin is making its run. It's almost 100 now. I think it's 97. It was just 63 just a couple of days ago. So it's really making a nice move forward. So a lot of these older cryptos that have been around for a while are making their move and continuing to ride up. So I think we're going to see that continue and should continue through the weekend here. And even though I'm going to get into some things where there could be a little bit of FUD in the market, Jerome Powell tried to throw a little FUD in there, talking about that he's in no hurry to decrease rates. But if we look at Polymarket, let's do that. There's a pretty good chance. I think it was 64% chance. First, before I get into that part of it, let's look and see what people sentiment, right? The betting market is saying about Bitcoin. Will it stay above 90,000 through November 22nd? 61% chance. Pretty good, right? 61% chance Bitcoin to hit 100K in 2024. So the betting market is still there. Still expecting probably potentially some pullback or chop sideways for a time. But overall, very, very good. And we'll get back here and see if I can find a Federal Reserve one. But I think it was a 64% chance that the Federal Reserve is going to increase or decrease the rates by 0.25% going into the December meeting, which makes a lot of sense. A lot of this stuff here is data on the election. Obviously, that's still pushing things. The election is still pushing things and moving things forward and helping the market overall. Technical analysis, Bitcoin technical analysis, it's going to hold above 90K despite the consolidation. Some of the consolidation was that there were some ETFs probably taking profits, right? So the ETF outflow was up a bit. I think November 4th, if you go back and look at it, it went from like 69 to 67,000. So it didn't really affect too much. And they're going to expect I think the third biggest ETF outflow upcoming here, but Bitcoin is holding steady, which tells me we've got retail here. Retail is here. There's a couple of things that tell me retail is here. So besides the fact that Bitcoin is holding steady and still rising as it did this time 4 years ago in the 2020 cycle, and all through the holiday season there, it really held and was bullish for the most part there. 2016, 2017 timeframe, same deal back then to these different cycles. It's kind of been repeating, and every presidential election ends up being similar. This one's just got a lot more legs to it because of the really, really strong pro-crypto stance that Trump has taken, and his families are involved in cryptos, and all the people he's bringing into his administration that are super positive, crypto-friendly, crypto people like Tulsi Gabbard, who's held Ethereum and Litecoin since 2018. Obviously, you got a lot of senators that are still pro crypto, like Ted Cruz, Cynthia Lummis up there in Wyoming. She's been extremely probably the most pro crypto senator out there, but a lot more going on here. And you saw stories like yesterday came out how New York is not really going to be going after crypto people, somewhere they're backing off on the crypto stuff because they realize it doesn't play well for them politically. So they're backing off and going with what the people want here. I guess the election did have consequences from that perspective here. So with Bitcoin stabilizing here at 90K, I think there's a pretty solid floor from what I read in here at around 88K, which is positive. Here we go. Stop loss is below 88K. breakout beyond 93.5 could pave the way for further gains. Yeah, we'll see. I think it's going to chop sideways for a few days here, and some more bullishness comes out some way or another and not FUD, then it should break through that 93.5, but it might chop through here and take time, maybe even get through Thanksgiving, because I don't think, just a hunch here, I don't think Bitcoin's going to get to 100K here in November. My guess would be December, but I could be wrong. I mean, it's been more bullish than I thought it was going to in a short period of time. So it's been far better than I thought. And we all got to be happy about that. All right. So we know all about this article here, Trump and Doge, federal blockchain voting system. This is what's helped Hedera Hashgraph. This is what's helped Cardano, Hyperledger. It's what's helped a lot of these cryptos, and XRP to an extent as well. I think a big part of XRP, though, is just Gary Gensler is likely to step down and retire. With that, kind of puts to bed anything with XRP and the SEC anymore, unless XRP now is in what I call price discovery mode, where it should have been if there was no SEC lawsuit. You know, its all-time high, I believe, was $3.30, somewhere in that range. Let's actually look at that and see if we can find it here. See what the old all-time high was. Yep, $3.30, and it's sitting solidly at 117. It was as high as 118 earlier, I believe, today, or actually even higher, huh? 125, 126. So yeah, 126 it hit. So it's fine. It's in price discovery. We'll see where it goes. As I had a few days ago when I put out a video, I expected to be $2 by the end of the year. I did agree 100% with what the analyst put out there. Wouldn't be surprised if it got closer to $3. It might take till January for that, but it's really in full-fledged price discovery mode. It's doing things like SUI did recently. If you look at SUI, right, it's at 370 right now, but you look over the past, let's see. Let's go month, because it's up 80% on the month for roughly here, right? So you were down at the beginning of the month, you're down at 2, and now you're 370, 374. So yeah, nearly doubling in this past month here. So I expect XRP can do the same. Likely to be 2, maybe lower 2.25. So we'll see where that continues to go. ADA continues to do well. Cardano has definitely been a winner too over the past month, up 118%. It's actually up even bigger because it was in 34, 33 cent range there for a while before now getting up to 76. And I believe as high as 81 cents today. So it continues a strong run, and that's all on the good news that we're getting with the election and people being named, like Charles Hoskinson being named to the basically the U.S. Crypto Overseeing Committee, whatever that committee is called. So that's positive stuff. See if we have anything else article-wise that was pretty good here. Bank clients just dipped their toes to Bitcoin's ETFs. Yeah, I do expect, I want to get into this a little bit here. I'm going to stop share momentarily. As we get into the holiday time here to Thanksgiving, this is typically our biggest run-up time in cryptos historically, 2012, 2016, more 2016, 17, and 2020, 2021 timeframe. And now again here in 2024, each presidential election, this one just, I think, has more legs and it'll give it a little bit more of a rocket boost boom than we would normally have, just because you got pro crypto present here in the United States. And we know that the money printers will be turned on. Inflation's going to end up going back up, and getting back in the title here, banana zone. We could be entering the banana zone. More likely, I think the banana zone will hit us in early 2025, Q1, Q2, where things really go parabolic on a lot of the altcoins. Because, as much as Bitcoin will go up, altcoins will vastly outperform it. Meme coins are vastly outperforming everything. And then you have certain old coins like Litecoin, Ethereum, what do you call it? Algorand, which is really taken off now too. And these are surprising ones. So the way some of these have gone up, these older ones, so quickly, I was not expecting that. to see Algorand up 12% and continue to move forward. It's an older blockchain, right? But it is doing quite well right now. And I think there's a lot of I think where we see some of these older ones coming back is because the people that held those, people were into them, or you were hodling them or just knew about these different protocol, have decided to jump back into it, right? So that those people came in. Some of the old OGs that were in there before, there's some people that just bought stuff and just forgot about it. And it sits on exchange. Funny story for me, I bought some stuff in Bitmart in like 2018, I believe it was. Bought some Bitcoin. I think it was like $250 worth of Bitcoin. I just left it there. And when I logged back in 2021, when Bitcoin really made its big run, it was worth $2,550. It's like found money, right? You found money in a wallet that you didn't even know you had, right? You found money in a pocket, a coat, whatever. That was a nice wad of money to have, which just goes to show if you just buy some, leave it, even if small amounts, like I have what I call crypto dust, small amounts that are only in single dollars and not enough for me to want to transfer off or to cost too much gas fees to transfer off. I'll just leave it there and periodically check. If it gets up to enough where it's valuable, then I'll move it or turning it into something else. So that's what I'm looking at doing with some of my T-Fuel that I've been staking, earning that, putting that on an exchange, and then buying, swapping it, basically turning it into some meme coins, breaking up into 10 different meme coins, hopefully hit on one of those meme coins. 1 out of 10 is all you need to really help your portfolio really outperform and what your expectations may have been for it initially. But you do need to get into the meme coins if you are not a meme coin person. And I wasn't for the longest time. I did buy Doge back in 2021. But besides that, I was anti the meme coin. I started buying Doge, started buying Shiba Inu because that's what people were wanting. I believe that was more of the millennials. Now we got Gen Z who's full tilt into the meme coins because it's a little bit like casino money, but it's better. When you make a bet on these apps and you lose, the money's just gone, right? On these cryptos, you're betting on them, whether it's a meme coin or whatever, it might not go to zero. It might still be worth something, or 2-3 years down the road, it might end up being worth a bit. You just don't know. So there's a better chance of you winning playing in the crypto casino than there is you playing with these stupid apps and betting on sports games and betting on whatever else there is. But people love to bet. It's a little dopamine hit, and that's what we get with meme coins as well. So I think these things are all good and helpful to the industry overall. It's going to help continue the cycle. The energy, you can feel it when you watch other channels out there. Everybody's more bullish and positive. It's not like there was just a couple of months ago with all this FUD, and really for the last 4 years, it's been a really tough 3 solid years. Besides the Bitcoin ETF news, besides the Ethereum ETF news, it's been mostly FUD and not so much bullishness in the market. But that is all flip, getting rid of guys like Gary Gensler, who will be gone soon. If he doesn't resign shortly, Trump will boot him out as soon as he's in office. But things look extremely bright for cryptos. So here's something I want to make sure you guys do that. And this is what biggest thing I want to make sure you learn from my channel that I did not learn from the last couple of cycles. I round trip my bags mostly, right? I did very few sells, and I did okay with Digibyte and a couple of other things, but I really did not sell. The only thing I did was use some Bitcoin to buy my house 3.5 years ago, which was a great thing when it was up in the 50s. Very happy I did it at the time. It now helped me put down money on the property here, but now you don't want to round trip your bags. I think I said yesterday, I made a mistake with Theta and T-Fuel when I turned a couple of Bitcoin into that. That trade within a few days was about $493,000 profit, and I didn't sell it. And I should have. I will not do that this cycle. If I do that, I'm going to be taking huge profits out, putting them on the side, using it for other things, maybe paying off some debt, paying off car loan, that kind of thing. But otherwise, I'm going to be selling the majority of what I have this cycle, putting it on a cash, waiting for it to drop back down, and then dollar cost average back in. Continue to buy because we're going to have probably at least one more good cycle before the crypto market becomes like the stock market 2.0, you could call it, where things more normalize and you don't get the big ups or the big downs. You just have more evenness, which to me doesn't excite me nearly as much. But I'm betting even if there's that, there will still be this meme coin type stuff or something with gaming or some other new technology or new thing that'll come out that'll still give people that dopamine hit that they really want, that cryptos give them, especially the meme coins right now. And I want to compare the meme coins to the NFTs last cycle. For those of you that were new here this cycle in cryptos, NFTs were the big mania back in the last one. And I'm not an NFT guy. I got a few inexpensive ones or some free ones that were given to me by CryptoPunks, which I still think are ridiculous, are selling for huge amounts of money. And I don't know why. Trying to figure out, I think I do have something on here. Here's one of these articles that was on here that I saw had mentioned crypto NFTs and CryptoPunks and all that. And let me do this. I'm going to pull this up because I think this helps show why meme coins are so great. So meme coins taking 2024 by storm. The sector's grown by 93 billion, which is huge and massive. Just goes to show why it's not going to go away. I do own some Pepe now too. I want to buy more and more Pepe. I actually got some and put it in my crypto IRA. And I want to do some more of these different ones. And there's a million new ones that are going to come out. There's going to be some fun ones that are probably great, worthwhile buys. But so to compare the NFTs to the meme coins are definitely a lot bigger, a lot more popular than the NFTs were. And what you had to do before with NFTs, you had to have some Ethereum and go on OpenSea and then get the NFT and then to transfer it off there. The gas fees are really high on Ethereum, which made it really difficult. And that's where other things like Theta has their own NFT, which is, cost you pennies using T Fuel to buy to pull it off their platform and put it in a wallet. And I believe Solana, there's a bunch of other ones now that have their own NFTs that make it way cheaper and better. But I think meme coins are kind of replacing that whole NFT thing. For me, what I always thought NFTs would be great for is for music videos that artists can put out their music and sell a single as an NFT. And if it becomes widely popular, obviously it's going to be valuable. And if you might only make 10,000 that particular recording, or albums, period, put on an NFT. To me, that's huge. Besides music, like short videos, everything can be turned into that NFT, right? And I think that's where the main focus should be, as opposed to the art. Although people do like the art, it's going to be there. People are going to enjoy that. It's going to be something that's always around. But I still think the meme coin thing is going to outpace it and be more popular, especially seeing that with Gen Z. I would love to see the statistics of the age demographics of people buying these meme coins, because I'm betting most of them are in the teens to 30s. So you got Gen Xers, Gen Zers, and millennials for the most part, and some Gen Xers like myself, probably not having too many baby boomers buying these. But overall, it's just going to really, really help build and continue to grow the market, which we can all be happy about. And I think that's just good for cryptos. I really think it's great for cryptos overall. And it's going to help push us through the end of 2024, well into 2025. And I'm hoping we have most of the year, if not all of the year, as a bullish market in all sectors. We haven't gotten to the gaming sector yet. That hasn't really had a boom yet. Although Gala has had a little bit of a boost. I'm sure maybe Star Atlas, some of these other ones are starting to move because they're so inexpensive. But I think that's where things are going to go. So look for Mana, Decentraland, Sandbox, and some of these others to start gaining popularity again. Now might be a good time to be buying those because they have not moved yet. Toncoin has not moved recently here. And I think that was because of the fear with the owner being arrested there in France. But I think most of that's been resolved. And I think it's a great token. It's Telegram, obviously, for those that don't know that. It's privately held, so there is no stock in it. But Toncoin is your way to kind of have an ownership into Telegram, which I think is a great platform. All right, guys. Keep buying meme coins that you like and enjoy and you think could be something great. I don't know which ones. I can't give you financial advice on that. That's just your own feel. And, for me, I'm just going to put a little bit of money in some of these different ones I think might be good, and be on the lookout for which ones might get put on an exchange, because that'll give a huge boost. If you get that within a day or two of it going on exchange, make sure you sell it, because it's going to be profit taking, huge profit taking after, because a lot of people play that. I'm going to be trying to play that as well. All right, guys, I want you to trade well, and I'll catch you next one.